We're talking Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 2, Part 2 of the reunion, Snooze Fest. Tune in.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, Afterbuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
What up, Afterbuzz? It's your boy DJ Jesse Janedy here in studio with DJ Richie Skye for the Real Housewives of Potomac Afterbuzz TV After Show. Make sure you guys check that out. Her name is TK. The song is called Tennies. If you need a new live fight or gym song, gym. Let's keep it cute though. It's not fight. We fighting people. Even though the song is literally an anthem for World Star Fights.
It sounds like MIA.
Yep. Oh wait, yeah. All I want to do is, oh, well, that actually fits our conversation for today. Because baby, these shots was fired, and I was really excited because I thought we were gonna get a lot, and I feel like the editing floor probably has some amazing content that we weren't able to see.
I was intrigued by this episode.
I was intrigued.
I feel like,
but I felt like they kept building things up, and it would be like.
I felt like this was the perfect launch pad for season 3. Like, I would like for them to go and immediately start filming season 3 right now.
Yep.
Like today.
Yep.
That's how I felt.
Yep. I agree with that. We saw, so from the end, they went to commercial break last episode where Robin and Ashley, Robin was kind of talking about Ashley.
She had a lot to say, actually.
And Charisse
last week was just the tip of the iceberg.
And Ashley's just sitting over there. Who knows if she could really hear her or not. But I would have liked a little bit, like, did Ashley say anything back? Was there anything? Because I felt like Ashley kind of fell flat this episode.
Towards the girls. Because I felt like, you know, this episode, the spotlight was actually on her. So I felt like she had done all of her, you know, throwing stones already. So really wasn't much she could do because now she has to answer.
Okay.
For her, you know, for her marriage.
But did I miss something? Did she ever come out and say something to Juan?
Cool. Ashley?
Uh-huh. Did I miss that?
She only said something to the effect of like, so now we have an answer for something. It was very, very mild.
We didn't get that, Ashley. No. So here's my thing. You have all the balls in the world to be, but I cared about you, Robin. That's why I brought this up at the party. Yeah. Well, so if you were consistent with that, then tonight would have been the night that you would have been, hey, Juan, my homegirl, Tanisha. You know Tanisha?
That is probably the thing that was really missing from this episode is that was not asked about.
Yeah, no, because that's where
like that was a huge moment, which led to a lot of heat between Ashley and Robin. So it would have made sense. Now, it did seem like Juan was there because they basically pulled his leg to be there. So maybe he had something where he was like, "I'm not going to talk about that." Who knows?
He didn't even really talk about.
He didn't answer any questions.
Thing either. Yeah.
He gave very politically correct answers to every single question that was asked of him.
Oh, you know, I was reluctant to come because of my career. What career? Sorry.
I was like, what?
You're a school teacher.
You're a head coach someplace. Like, I mean, and that's great.
Yep.
I'm glad he has a job. I love it. But I'm just saying, like, are you afraid it's going to tarnish your reputation? You're on the show. That's
already happened.
You're on the show.
Already happened. If anything, this is your chance to untarnish. Lime away, boo. Lime away.
Own everything that you do. That's my thing.
He said, congratulations, you did get a head coach job.
Congrats.
All right, so Juan comes out. He said about the closet comment. He said, you know,
whenever you imitate him, you do this voice.
You know,
you've done this all season.
Have I? It's a thing I do. People get offended by it. I don't mean to do it. It's just
funny. You have a voice for several characters, and that's one of them.
So Juan was like, you know,
wait, you got to do it again.
I'd be a fool, but like, you know, it's about my kids, you know, and that's huge to me. Who wrote that? Who is your PR Barney? Who wrote that? Oh, what's going on? Oh, bitch, you ain't gonna come in 15 minutes. Go ahead, and Steven, bring it on up. Put it on the wide one, y'all. Let's see. You all want to see how a live after show goes? When bitches is late and shit?
I had a sick puppy.
Girl, I did too this morning, and guess who's here? And I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna clean up my shit off my carpet. Girl, I got another show after this. I'm trying to get this done. We up here, Tiffany. Oh my God, the baby's here. Bring that puppy to my face now.
Bro.
Guys, welcome to our live reunion. Hot mess of a show. We're keeping it real with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Oh my. Wait until you see. This is just going to make everything better. Bring that little munchkin.
Is that real?
Am I forgiven
Yes,
now?
you're forgiven with that. Oh my God, introduce him.
His name is Mega.
Hi, Mega.
And he's not feeling well.
Oh my
I'm
God, Mega
such a
looks like a
dumb-
Fraggle Rock.
It's okay, baby. These are nice people, except not to me.
I'm very nice, Mega, but your mother was freaking late. Okay. And we have really important things to discuss.
We really
okay?
do.
Girl, we talking about Juan right now. Hey.
I love Juan. Sorry, guys.
After today, you love
You
Juan?
liked him
After
today?
this,
You know what's so funny to me is like he puts together one sentence and everyone's like, "Good job, Juan! Congratulations for like putting together one sentence."
Right, like the motherfucker seasoned put some salt and pepper on some asparagus. It's like, yes, he's trying.
He's trying, but you could tell they kind of rehearsed those answers because it's the same thing that Robin's been saying, and it's still BS.
Exactly.
What's the real tea, Robin? And they need to be off the show. I'm sorry.
You know, I actually had that thought. I think that if you're not willing to be as open and forthcoming about what your situation is as we need you to be, then why
This
are you
ain't the
on the
show
show?
for
This
you.
is not the show for you. And you, unfortunately, are ruining Robin's paycheck.
You don't think they're open and forthcoming?
Okay,
What do
okay.
you want them to say?
I think that Robin is.
Okay, right.
I think that Robin
No,
is.
I'm sorry. No. When Andy asked you, so would you have a romantic relationship with Robin? Who, me? Bitch, you on the show? What the fuck? Who else is having a romantic relationship? How are they being honest
Right.
when you can't say, no, I don't think
Okay.
that. Maybe. They don't even say maybe. They just kind of like, it's for the kid. We're here. We love children, like all over the world. Like Michael Jackson said, like no one has time.
It's so interesting to me because if you're really not that into each other and you just want to be there for the kids, it's like you can say that.
Yeah.
You can just say, you know what, financially it works better if we continue to maintain the family as it is today.
Yeah.
But there is no chance of reconciliation
And I
for
would
either
roll
one
with
of
that.
us.
And I'd be like, wow, as
That
two separated
would be-
people, that's amazing that y'all can do that.
That's a hard
That's
truth. That's a hard truth that maybe neither one of them have come to yet.
And
But-
especially,
Hard to say goodbye.
especially to come to it on national
On
television.
TV, under the scrutiny of other people, when you have all these other elements like the kids and the financials, like maybe it's a lot to come to. You know, it takes like 8 years to get over somebody and get out of a relationship. It takes, like breaking up like 4 or 5 times.
Oh no.
Not so much.
Oh no.
When they brought up the cheating, the first cheating, not this scandal with Ashley. Ashley sat real quiet with her hair. He said, again, the cheating thing, he was like, I regret how I handled my marriage, but there's 2 sides to every story.
Okay, well, what is the other side?
Yeah, right.
Can somebody tell me? Because y'all both sitting there quiet as like mouth. Like, what?
What's the story? Can we get one side at least? Like, we don't know anything.
One, can we
Can we get
play
one
Guess
side?
Who?
I'm not gonna sit up here and let you make it seem as though I was the one at fault here. There are 2 sides to every story.
So what does that mean? Robin stopped putting out, and so he had to go get it somewhere else. Is that what that means?
Mhm, 'cause
Probably.
Typical
That's what
man
it sounds like.
Can't keep it in his goddamn
I think
head.
you hit the nail on the head right there.
One focus is the children, and it is, if it's meant to be, it will be. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you for clearing all of that up.
Good job, Juan.
Thanks. Thanks for showing up.
Right.
Right.
Now let's talk about the other flabbergaster over here, Ray. I mean, like, there was no point for any of the men to come on the show this episode. Michael, maybe, because that was, like, actually a little bit of, like, even though they weren't spilling the tea was spilt through their facial expressions.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll get to them. Ray, who has been denounced from the Black Bill Gate, said that the Great Falls move, he said that the Potomac house was on the market for a year, so this wasn't a quick move, which then I thought to myself, okay, sometimes if your house is on the market for a whole year, and if that buyer comes and you just take that buyer, you do got to be out your house by a certain amount of time. But I ain't gonna accept, my wife didn't talk to me about her parents. Karen was out here running. She put her tennies on.
See, this is the part that actually I was like, Ray was doing good. I felt like he was answering truthfully, and then I felt like he backpedaled when
because he wanted to stick up for Karen.
exactly, because like nobody was thinking about that family. No, Really?
Right.
I put 2 and 2 together. You didn't.
Come on now. You put 2 and 2 together and y'all live together? Y'all sleeping side by side? Why you gotta put 2 and 2 together?
I mean, apparently y'all sex life is just like popping. Like it didn't come up once, smoking a cigarette after you fucking like, you know, I'm thinking having the family move in. Like, no.
Yeah, how is he gonna answer truthfully and then backpedal? Like, that doesn't even make any sense.
Okay, so it wasn't just me.
No, he did. He totally threw her under the bus at first.
He did.
Yeah.
Because I felt like he was speaking some real stuff.
Right.
What did you guys think at him versus the Charisse thing with the broke bill? I thought we were friends. Ray, it's called shade, okay? And Charisse threw you just the way you shaded Giselle. Charisse shaded you. Sorry, boo. Ashley and Michael are separated. They've been separated for 3 months.
Shocker.
Bad communication.
I was kind of shocked by that. Did you see that coming?
In the grand scheme of things, I saw it coming.
I thought we would see it on the show. I didn't think that it would actually be something that they would do, like in real life, like without the cameras there.
But it's such a, it's such an interesting scenario for that to happen. When the cameras aren't rolling, and then for them to pick back up with season 3. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it was, like
or when
contrived, but like it just there was something about that whole like. The explanation that just didn't ring true to me.
It just seemed like a sugar daddy legit just is like, my baby grow up, we realized this ain't gonna really happen and I have to let her fly away.
I mean, that's
and it looked like the other women were like, it's time, Michael.
Release the bird.
But then they were both like, I want to be with him.
No.
I want to be with her.
Nope, listen to Ashley, because then at the end when Michael got up, she said she wants to be with him, but then every time she says she wants to be with him, she backpedals it with something. I'm just like, you don't want to be with him. She don't want to
be with him, but that was kind of clear during the season. Like, you don't just throw around divorce, the D word.
Which is crazy that the girls are saying he seems like the one that wants to push her away and all that. I'm like,
from the reunion, I felt like that. I kind of got that sense too, but I mean, I don't know.
I mean, but is she? My question is like, genuinely, does he push her away because he knows she is not in it for the right reasons? Because then she's sitting here like, well, if you care about me, you'll wait around. Nah, bitch, look, here's the thing, motherfuckers was getting married at like 2021, you know what I'm saying, a few years back. So now just because we're in this millennial situation, boo-boo, don't mean I'm 23, like I need to find myself and find my bitch. You should know who the fuck you are by, you know what I'm saying, like there are little things you're gonna figure out. But girl, you sitting out here, you know what kind of dick you want, you know what kind of, you know you want to open a restaurant, you know what kind of man you want apparently, right? So why are we out here? I'm questioning everything that Ashley does, to be quite honest.
I mean, she's clearly a gold digger, and when she got her little restaurant taken away, her little benefits, I mean, what point does she have to stay in a relationship?
You know, I just kind of feel like the art of gold digging is for me to sit back and do nothing.
That's right. I'm
right. I mean, I'm listen. I'm nobody's gold digger, but if you want to give me some gold, I'm gonna take it.
I'm gonna take it.
However, if I'm going to be in that position and I'm applying for these men, then at the end of the day, I should know, let me just sit back. I can still be a housewife and I can get paid. That's my job. That is my job, and I do it well.
But she's you know, one of these young little millennial thoughts.
Right.
And she's like, I want, she's like, I want to prove to people that I can run a business and I'm, you know, I'm out here doing it. No, bitch, you out here doing it because you was sucking dick, girl. Like, it's okay. But just be on that. Be like Black China and be like, I'm sitting back, bro. Like, let me go on let me do the most work I'm capable of doing. Instagram. Find my lip gloss.
Well, this is what happens when those types of relationships run out of the benefits. Like, they dissolve. You know, she probably stopped giving up the
Pepto-Bismol.
Right.
When you drink some Alka-Seltza and you feel better now.
I just want y'all to know that we got a part 2 of the Ray and Karen kiss tonight. I just wanted you guys to know that it happened again. We saw it again in the clip.
No, I tried to wash that out.
Yeah.
Well, you said Pepto-Bismol, so I felt like I was about to throw up.
Oh. Ashley said she didn't feel valuable but felt insecure about owning a business at 28. There you go, girl.
Well, who wanted to own it?
I mean,
who wanted to be the manager?
That was her fantasy.
Who wanted it all? She did.
What did you guys take from Michael kind of throwing blame on Giselle, Robin, and Charisse?
That was a bitch move.
For what, though? Their relationship or the decline of the restaurant?
Right. I think that decline of the restaurant,
No.
Not the decline, but I mean, I get he was saying certain things, but they don't owe you that. They don't owe you, because what he was saying, basically, they probably badmouthed the entire restaurant online or something like that.
Actually badmouthed the restaurant.
And so that's what he's saying. Well, yeah, but she also, you know, trying to be out here and survive with that emu. Charisse don't care.
You know, maybe they are to blame though, since it seems like most of their problems centered around, which we learned that the big fight was because she invited them to the Critics' Choice.
The fight was gonna happen anyways. Like there's never in a relationship when it comes to love, like there's never like one thing unless you out here cheating. But like when it comes to like little things like that in a relationship, like. That shouldn't be something that's like, okay, divorce. Let's have the conversation. Like, absolutely not. Like, off the fucking table here. Right. Like, it's not like she walked in on her, like, fucking Giselle and Robin. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so.
But he's a serious man, and I don't think he threw around divorce.
Is he a serious man? Because last season he was on a yacht in his underwear jumping off of a boat.
Humping people.
He knows how to have a good time, but when it comes down to his business and his money, I think it's a line you just don't cross. And he's very conscious of how. Is it really?
You put a 28-year-old girl that has no business background in charge of your restaurant?
It's his wife, and he trusted her. I believe that Ashley could sell me on wanting to let her be in charge of something.
I think she would be a great hostess.
No one wanted the emu at that restaurant. Nobody was wanting that before, and nobody wants it now. That's the problem. The cuisine.
Okay.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Come on, Michael.
It's the emu that broke up that relationship.
Right. You blaming Giselle. Nah.
Look at your menu.
Australia fucked your shit up.
Exactly.
Down Under for no was the title.
I can see that kind of came in between them too. Like they started noticing their cultural differences. Like I want chicken and waffles and you want emu, and this is not compatible.
Not at all. Emu and waffles. Sorry.
Sprinkle in the fact that Michael is taking care of her mama.
Oh, and that part.
Now we could solve a lot of problems if Mama could move in with Karen.
Yeah. Since you got the extra bedrooms,
she got the space for it.
Or and at least Ashley
one of Monique's houses
could help around the house. Ashley mom, she's young and limber. Michael wants to get back together, but he says he wants to get back together when they're in a positive state. He realizes she's in her 20s, finding herself, and Giselle and Karen feel like heard a tone where they felt that he's ready to let her go. And Giselle offers Ashley an open helping hand. And then at the very end, Ashley shook Michael's hand. Like, goodbye. She was like... I was like, what? That's fucking weird.
I didn't even peep that, but that's a good observation.
Yeah.
See, this is why
I transaction done.
Something seemed very fishy about this whole story and the way this has worked out. At least in the way that it's happening now off camera.
You're suggesting that we're going to see more of this in the next
season. I'm suggesting that this will be something that they have to work through in season 3. That's what I'm suggesting.
And
I'm suggesting that it was probably a smart play, Ashley.
Well, call me, Michael.
Well, because what's it called? She said that she signed a prenup, so she's like, I'll be very well taken care of.
She's like, why would he want to be with her? And she's so cold.
And why would you answer that question?
You know what I'm saying?
Why would you answer that question?
Girl, now
I'm
you
not
just
gonna
sound
talk about
like a
that.
hoe.
You do.
Yeah.
No, you shouldn't say that. I'm not going to talk about that right now. Go ask me off camera.
Right. and I'll tell you all the tea.
Like she has no feelings. It's nothing gentle
Which
about
means
it.
she does, but honey, we gotta find out what happened in your life when you was younger. Who poked a finger or something? You know what I'm saying?
Well, Dad's not in the picture, so that could have something to do.
That's
with
what I'm
it.
saying. You know what I mean? Maybe it was an Uncle Tom or something that caused you to just be like this towards men. Now all of a sudden, Karen wants to tell the truth about her implants.
Woo,
all of a sudden, because last week it was you was on a diet, losing weight, and this is what happens when they're taped down. And now all of a sudden they were implants.
Can I tell you? I don't know why I liked Karen more during this reunion, but she weaved such a tangled web of messier than that old wig she had on.
Charlotte's Web.
I'm just thinking to myself, like, girl, can't you just tell the truth about one thing? Like the first time somebody asked you something,
right?
You knew that we were talking about the fact that you took them breast implants out.
Karen just, like, honestly, there probably ain't nothing entertaining about Karen's life. Like, Karen and Ray probably just go home, watch, they get home, they put in the lean ones in the microwave.
They watch Murder, She Wrote.
Not even. on a Thursday for Shondaland. They get home, they watch The Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, and then whatever the spicy prime time is.
I'm about to get up from this table. She said Murder, She Wrote.
But the funniest part to me of this reunion was the fan shade. This fan wrote in and said, "So, do all the girls know what it means to be humble? They're always flaunting money in front of Robin, knowing she can't afford it."
Oh my god. Shade.
That sounds like something one of y'all wrote.
No, honestly, that sounds like an AfterBuzz comment. What are you shady ass motherfuckers in the who's that? Freak CC Freak. That look like something you would send in. Robin's face though, when that was fucking hilarious. It was rude as fuck, but it was just fucking hilarious. He's like, I live on a budget. We know. We've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. What the fan said was rude, but it was fucking true and funny.
Oh, God.
Juan should have been out there when they read that one. Charisse filed for a divorce as she tried to utter the words. It felt like she was going to break down crying. Like,
still?
filed.
Like, why is that still? I don't know. Like I said,
especially since he's in a situation with another woman.
And they've been living separately for a long time.
And Ashley heard about these freak parties that I was trying to figure out some more. What was going on with the freak parties.
There was no denial about those freak parties. I was like,
No.
what kind of parties she got thrown on it? The champagne wrong.
Right? There was no denial.
No denial at all.
What's it called? So then I thought another fun little shade was when Monique was talking about the party and Robin was like, "Oh, how was my math on that?" And then Karen was like, "Robin, how much do you think I spent on my party?" And she said, "Oh, I don't really know. I heard that you didn't even pay for it." And she was like, "I know you heard that because I heard it on the block that's what you've been going around telling. I paid for my party." Did you, girl? Because why are we even having this conversation right now?
Why would you bring that up?
Yeah.
Petty.
And speaking of petty, Andy brought up the Bermuda trip.
Oh, God.
And you want to talk about a fucking tangle weave. Tangle weave, that's what, not a web.
It
was
just
a tangle
got
weave.
worse and worse and worse for Karen.
I felt like Charisse misled the girls. How? How? She said, well, Ashley brings up the fireman photo because when Robin had came up to her, she got so mad because she felt all the girls had made up this malicious plan against her. And I thought it was so funny because the editing, they kept going to Giselle's face. And Karen was like, this person, it wasn't from whatever instant message that everyone's talking about. No, it's from someone else. And they kept going to Giselle's face. And then she tried to throw Giselle under the bus.
Like, in a real backhanded way.
Yep.
Giselle does not lie.
Giselle does not lie. I thought that was a compliment.
It was a compliment.
It was a compliment, but it was really a shady way of saying that if Giselle doesn't lie, she's telling the truth and there is a fireman.
Right. Yeah.
That's what she was, in her nasty, underhanded way was trying to say.
Because nobody was agreeing with what Karen was saying. So she was like, oh, bitch, y'all, I ain't gonna go on this train. She said, well, Vivica Fox. You coming on the ride. Giselle, sorry, boo. And then they said that people are saying Karen's dating blue-eyed security.
Get it? I knew she was sleeping around. I mean, she can't be that hot with an old man like that and not be throwing her around to somebody else.
I'm still trying to do the math on this age. How old is Ray and how old is Karen?
50-something.
Okay.
She's too flirty with every other man we see her around.
Well, she says she's allowed to have eye candy, so,
Yeah,
girl,
candy,
download Candy
edible
Crush.
Candy.
Like the fuck. Karen, what did you guys think about the educated money versus sports money? Monique didn't like that one.
This is where I will tell you that I felt like the editing failed us because this was something that was obviously talked about quite a bit and we missed it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I would appreciate next time, Bravo, if y'all gonna, be bringing stuff up on the reunion, let us see it. You know what I'm saying? So then we could have felt the same thing that they obviously felt in that moment because they felt something.
Right. Because it's like, okay, what's sports money to, like, you didn't create the fucking, whatever, computer thing that fucking Bill Nye, whatever, Ray fucking created. Bitch, you was on a farm. And then he picked you up off the farm, brought you to Potomac, painted you, and now you a pretty little pig over it, well, now you in Great Falls, girl. So... did his educated money rub off on you? Like, now you know how to own a business? Because, girl, you couldn't even own a home in Potomac.
Was she trying to say that because of the sports money that those guys were more inclined to cheat? Was that what she was going?
No,
with
I
this?
felt it was more like towards the women.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Like, not saying it towards Monique, but when you look at like a Monique, she got her money, her lifestyle through a sports player, whereas Karen got her money through someone who's smart and educated and, in her mind, worked hard.
Right.
Versus like, okay, you're a basketball player, you're not working, you get a couple years, you get a couple million.
It's not sustainable. You're gonna be poor in a few years.
That mentality. There's a whole documentary on Netflix, but yeah, I forget, All for the Money or something like that. It's actually really entertaining. So if you play in the NFL or you're about to go in the NFL, watch that. It'll help you with your money decisions. Because there's a little truth to what she's saying, but I mean, it's more so on the guys' end. But she was trying to dig at the women. But it's like, girl, you doing the same thing out here. I didn't see you find out you were a CEO at one of Ray's companies.
True.
Right. Giselle apparently is dating 3 men now, or
I guess Karen was saying that the aggregate of men that she's dated in the past few years is equal to 3.
Oh.
It seems like she was saying that she has a 3 rotation, like a rotation.
That's what
I
took it as.
I didn't.
But Giselle didn't deny it.
And she said, "I'm single."
She said, I mean, yeah. If I want to date 5 people, I can.
Yeah, they aren't serious. They just chilling. And then we see that Charisse, well, apparently is dating 2 firemen and 1 superintendent.
Oh my god.
I'm like, so do the firemen, are they at like the same station? Like, was this messy? Like, was this like, what was this? Did you get invited to like the holiday party or something? You was like, I'm gonna fuck your chief.
Get it, Charisse.
Giselle, I loved her saying her biggest regret was storming into Oz, and that she's happy that her and Charisse are better, and she's happy that her and Monique were able to, even though having to rehash the stuff to get to that place. I thought that was actually really big of Giselle.
That was good.
That she wasn't even prompted to ask that. You know? I like that.
Yeah.
And then, Ashley talking about her prenup, and that's just where we are in life. And honestly, I really wasn't here for this part of it. I really wish it was just an hour reunion. I wish it was a one episode. They could have chopped this all up.
They should have given us like the thing we came to see, which was Juan. Yeah. Really.
Honestly, like they just should have brought Ayanla in, sat her down across from Juan, and that's the episode.
Season 3.
Yeah.
Because that's way more interesting than anything else that they talked about. Even though it was nice to find out the status of Ashley's relationship.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But that's it.
Yeah.
Like the Karen shit, I'm just like, it's like watching
like a
hens clucking.
Right.
I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I could watch her all day.
I could.
But it's like,
you know.
She gets so flustered too.
About
like
little stupid stuff. I can't with her.
God bless you, Karen.
So they haven't said that they're going to renew this or not.
I think they will.
I mean, this was the closest thing they could ever do to try and get any sort of renewal.
Yeah.
We'll see. Hopefully the views.
I need them to bring in like another person though.
Yeah, like we gotta.
Nene
I would say
type
if
of person?
they brought Nene onto the
somebody.
show,
Somebody did.
What is there? What's missing? Do you think?
I think it's just there's certain things that don't come off authentic, and I think Robin and Juan is one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, if there's going to be one poor person on the show, put another one so that they can relate to each other. You know what I mean? So, like, Robin can, like, hang out with somebody that, like, I don't know. I don't believe the Robin-Giselle friendship. I think that they are actually friends, but it's boring. Like, they're 2 people who, like, drink sangria while standing over their, like, kitchen countertop and talking shit about people. Like,
right.
How many seasons can I watch that?
I need another big personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do I.
Like another Monique to shake things up.
Yeah.
And I need Monique to be more sure of herself if she sticks around.
Well, yeah.
We need to see her.
But I think that takes a season of watching yourself back.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
And she seems like she picks it up really quickly.
Right.
And Juan, maybe you should hang out with Chris. Maybe he could rub off something good on you. And I don't know. All right. Well, we want to thank y'all for tuning in all season long. Who knows? We may be back next season. We may not. You never know what happens. But thank you guys for tuning in. Hit us up at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You guys can keep in contact with me at DJ Jesse J.
DJ Richie Skye.
Roving Realist.
Boom. Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of Afterbuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.